Hey guys, and welcome back to another orientation event. I hope everyone is safe and sound at home. I would like to announce that the Orientation 20 app is available on the Play Store and be sure to download it to get regular updates and other exciting features. Today we'll be having the Student Council explain about the initiatives in campus and we'll be clearing all the queries that you have. So please be sure to post your queries in the comments below, which will be answered in the end. Now I invite Fatima Maha, the Student Council Vice President, to take over.
Good evening, everyone. Hope all of you are doing really well, and I hope that you're also safe at home. We also hope that the virtual orientation is giving you a lot of insights into how the college works. And the orientation team is doing a great job, and we all know how curious and excited you are to start your journey at NIT Trichy. I hope that these 4 or 5 years will be one of the best days of your life. I'm sure it'll have some ups and downs, but be sure to make some good memories along the way because it'll stay with you for your whole life. We're from the Students' Council of NIT Trichy. We'll be your representatives and your voice in the college. Introducing myself, this is Fatima, Vice President, Student Council. I'm in my 4th year of chemical engineering. Um, Student Council is a representative body for the whole student community. So if you say BTech, BArc to postgraduates and PhD, all of the students are represented by the Student Council of NIT 3G. So we have a team of officially elected student representatives from all the years. We come together and deliberate on student problems and we work towards solving them with teamwork and collaboration. I'll introduce your set of representatives for this year. Along with me, we have President Student Council Kamlesh Khanna from 4th year Computer Science Engineering. We have General Secretary Rahul R from 3rd year Instrumentation and Control Engineering. Joint Secretary Arunesh Alul Kumar from 2nd year Instrumentation and Control Engineering. The team also consists of representatives for postgraduates and PhD. We are also supported by the technical, cultural, and social secretaries who make sure that all the clubs have strong support for functioning various activities in college. If you are also wondering how you can be a part of us, you can represent your batch by participating in the upcoming elections for the post of Deputy Secretary and the position of Additional Deputy Secretary, which is reserved for girl students. You can also be a part by contesting in the council elections in the future and be a strong leader for your student community. All the best if you have your eyes on one of these elections. We have been strong leaders representing the students every year, and we always make sure that the bar doesn't go down. We work alongside with the administration of college, making strong impact in every student's life. We work closely with the Director's Office, Registrar's Office, Office of Dean Students Welfare, Academic Office, Office of Institutional Development and Alumni Relations, Office of Planning and Development, Hostel Administration Committee, Computer Support Group, student clubs, student fests, and much more. So if you see the council members, we're also an integral part of the committees called Estate Welfare Committee, Girl Student Grievance Committee, Safety and Student Security Advisory Committee, and we're also executive members of Festember and Pregyan, to name a few. We also take high interest in coordinating industrial and international collaborations for NIT Trichy. We also promote various activities in college. So if you see the interdepartmental cultural fest, NITT Fest, the sports fest, which is also another interdepartment fest for sports activities called Sports Fest. And we also conduct a lot of inter-hostel sports tournaments. We also conduct Nostalgia, the graduation celebration for the final years. This is some of the activities we conduct, and we are part of every activity that happens in the college. We also are always here to all the problems that you might be having. We make sure our support and mentoring reaches all the students. So if you do face any problems or have any doubts or grievances to share with us, you can always reach out to us personally, or you can mail us at studentcouncil@nitt.edu. So we're also on Instagram, where we post all our updates. So be sure to follow us so that you stay updated with what's happening in college. And once you're back in campus, you can find us at the Student Council office, which is in room A9 of the administrative block of NIT Trichy. So while you might be wondering what exactly does Student Council of NIT Trichy do, we thought we'll give a small introduction to some of the things the council takes pride in. Listing out everything we have done so far is going to be impossible because there are numerous activities and student welfare programs along the years, and you will be discovering more of them while you are exploring the campus. So, looking back over the years, the council has been the starting point of all the development activities which have been undertaken in NIT Trichy. So, if you see in the academic year of 2019 to 2020, the council undertook various activities, such as we have mentored Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Institute of Technology in Andaman. We have deployed e-rickshaws in campus with Transvahan Company, given free washing machine for all the hostels, purchased a number of Wi-Fi routers, introduction of Vahini, it's an institute security helpline, and with a lot of other initiatives. The years before that, if you see, the council initiated the Opal food court construction, the Opal gym for girl students. We have introduced electives in the curriculum, which you guys will also be discovering. We have partnered with Your Dost. It's an online counseling platform. We have changed the council structure in the past year so that we can reach more of you guys. And we've set up the needs building and supply of newspapers to hostels among a lot of them. So if you are interested in more of our initiatives, you want to read about more of them, you can always read the reports and past activities on our Facebook page, and also you can help us in all the current activities. So coming to the pandemic and the virtual semester, we know that student life from all around the world has been changed all at once. So the pandemic came with a lot of challenges to the students, faculties, and even the administration. So, in our college, we required a great amount of coordination and efficiency to keep the institute functioning and make sure that all the students were safe. And they were also updated about happenings in the institute, and also to make sure that our mentoring reached everyone. So, as the Student Council of NIT Trichy, we made sure that all our friends and their families were safe. So, we had taken up numerous initiatives for the welfare of students, whether it may be financial, academical, or for mental health. So, we also saw this as an opportunity to start and finish infrastructure activities inside the campus. So, some of us stayed back inside the campus to help the college and put new proposals for all of the infrastructure activities, which you guys will be enjoying once you go back to campus. So I'll also like to give you all a brief glance at it so that all of you are aware about the initiatives you will be benefiting from. So you can look out for them so that if you do have any difficulty, you know who you can reach out to. So, in the times of COVID and online education, like the academic documents such as bona fide, transcripts, these were all an urgent need, and we had to work with Spider R&D Club to quickly build up a very fully convenient portal, which is right now serving all the students and deans with a smooth flow of for obtaining all of these documents. So we also saw the launch of Women in Tech Community, which you might notice. It was inaugurated by Srimati Sivashankar, the corporate vice president of HCL Technologies, and she's a proud alumni of the 1990 batch of NIT Trichy. Then it was called RAC Trichy. So we have also inaugurated a new gym with AC, which is accessible to all the students currently. So we right now we're also providing financial assistance from the student aid fund to all the eligible students for the academic year of 2020 to 2021, and a standalone portal for the student scholarships, applications, and filtering has also been developed. So it also serves to assist in all the scholarships provided by the institute and alumni, and we'll also be updating all the information about other scholarship opportunities for NIT students. So look out for this initiative if you're looking for any financial aid in your studies or in your future. We have also conducted 4 plantation drives with around 500 saplings planted in NIT Trichy during the lockdown. That was to make sure that the campus is more green and more sustainable. So we were also in the forefront coordinating the packing and delivering of the batch of 2020 belongings to their doorsteps in various parts of India, that is, from the campus. We have also successfully invited students back to campus for their research work, and it has already been completed in 3 phases. So we're constantly working to make sure that these facilities, the campus facilities that we have, are always available to students who are in high need during this pandemic, and they're not just left alone in their homes. Also, Diwali was celebrated during the lockdown for students who stayed back in college with the council budget. We also have a project to initiate solar panels for hostels, which is underway. So, and we hope this makes our campus more energy efficient. We've also conducted numerous extracurriculars with clubs in the academic breaks. And you guys can also participate once your academics start. And whenever you want to take a break, there'll be a lot of extracurriculars that you guys can participate in. Also, mental health was one of our topmost priority for students during this pandemic, which is the least talked about anywhere. So if you see, so in our college, we organized seminars with your toast for students as well as faculty. It wasn't just for the student welfare. It was also for faculty welfare, and we also initiated Hope NIT Trichy, which is a student for student community for mental health, along with the social council of NIT Trichy. So we had also conducted an extensive survey during the online semester to address the needs and analyze the situations of students which are in high priority. So students requiring aid for, say, laptops and devices for online study were also verified, and currently we're working with the NIT Trichy student and alumni cell for sanctioning of the aid. So look out for that too. So we also initiated the faculty mentoring for online education with the help of Microsoft. And the COVID-19 did not put a halt to conducting various events for students. So we had to conduct the Independence Day virtually. We also successfully conducted the virtual convocation for the passing out graduates. Recently, the Golden Jubilee building was also inaugurated of the chemical department, where we had welcomed Union Minister of Education, Sri Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, virtually to the campus. We have also initiated free access to e-resources and Grammarly for online study, which all of you guys can make good use of it during your online education and post when you do have offline. So we would also like to hear your suggestions and ideas that you have in mind, because we'd love to get a lot of inputs from freshers, and we're sure that we'll work towards it with all our dedication to make all of those come true. So, coming to the end, all the best to all of your study at NIT Trichy, and also for all your future endeavors. We hope that many of you guys become successful in whatever you pursue, and you probably get featured in the notable alumni section of NIT Trichy on Wikipedia. Hoping to meet all of you sooner. We'll have the president, the general secretary, and joint secretary along with me right now. And we'll now also be taking questions from freshers, and we'll also be giving you a little more brief. And you can also ask us doubts from that you might have on curriculum, hostels, campus infrastructure, say academic schedule, how the council functions, how you can join us, and anything that you might be having, ask away. Thanks a lot for your patience. So that's all from my side. That's a question for us, right?
Yeah, yeah. Can the deadline for the income-based scholarship can be extended? We couldn't get any notification regarding that as we joined late. Please help us. I'm in need of that. Please reply. So,
Definitely. Yeah. Arunish, continue. Also, you guys can introduce yourself, whoever's on the.
yeah, and I'm Arunesh, and I'm joint secretary, and I'm from second year. So, regarding income-based scholarship, we already have given enough time for the students who are already studying. So, for the freshers, we will take care and we can extend the deadline. We can do that. So, it's
Yeah, that's
not like that scholarship exactly, but it is the remission amount which is given by college itself. We can do that. So, any other questions? Is laptop compulsory for college even after online classes? It depends on yourself. You already have a octagon inside your campus, which is available 24 into 7. You can do all your academic stuff over there. So if you need anything personally to do anything in your room itself, then you might need a laptop. But campus is well sufficient enough to provide all the facilities you need. So it's completely your wish to whether you need a laptop or not.
And we also have a project for introducing a computer lab inside Opal, which is underway. So by the time you guys come back, there'll be a computer lab inside Opal too. So it's not a worry even if you're a girl or a guy. You always have the facility that you need for your education once you come back to campus.
How do you manage both SE work and academic with extracurricular? So
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, coverage.
yeah.
I
Sorry
think
guys.
Kamlesh,
I think yeah, this is the most common used word for the year. Had bad internet. I was not able to come online on time. Yeah,
I think Kamleshna can answer this question very well.
yeah. Tell me that.
How do you
How do
manage
you
both
manage
this work?
both SE work and academic with extracurricular?
Thanks, Arnesh. Hey, Chirag. So, I think the person best that can answer the question is Maha. She's the vice president for this year, and you can check up her CGPA also. It's she has a very decent CGPA, and it's not a big deal to manage both. That is where you can how you can be different. Student council, when you once you come to student council, yes, your priority changes. You'll have to work for students. That becomes your number one priority. But at the same time, doesn't mean that your academics have to take a back step. All of us here have to manage both, and we've been following our seniors. People who have been council before have managed to do both, and at present they are all in very successful positions once they graduate. And it's not like the work; both these works are very parallel. You will learn a lot from this council that you can use in your accounts also, and through some flexibility or some concession can be provided to help us, manage both better. But then it's up to us and how we decide to manage both. Don't fret much about it. If you decide better the council, you can definitely manage both. It's not big of a deal.
And also, it's just like to add on, it's more of a teamwork. So you do not have to take care of everything that's happening in college on your own. Everyone's around. When you
Okay.
really added it.
Oh yeah, good questions, Surya. I think the classes for you guys start from Monday. So before that, I'd like to add a few words. Hope all of you have formed your WhatsApp groups, and if you've not yet done it, please do it. And also, have you guys each elected your CRs? Because particularly this semester, at least most of the information will be passed on to WhatsApp groups, and there'll be dedicated groups for the class representatives, that is the CRs. Once the classes starts, roll numbers will be sent to the professors, and they will be forming the classroom on MS Teams, and the CR will be adding you guys onto the Teams, or the link could be shared on the class groups. That won't be much of an issue. Just let the class starts, and then you guys will understand soon. At the first step, I would recommend that you all of you guys go ahead and start a WhatsApp group and elect your respective representatives. I hope that answers your question.
Free reimbursement on income basis.
Income basis.
So,
Okay. Yeah, Anish, go ahead.
so once you return back to college, you have to submit your income certificate to the fee section. So this was the procedure which was happened till last year. So even you could able to pay the appropriate amount which is allotted for your category, and also you can submit your income certificate while you are returning back to college. So for now, you just collect the income certificate from that government side and have it yourself, and you just bring that income certificate while you are returning back to colleges. Right now, you just pay that appropriate amount which is allotted for your category. How can we access the
And
money?
even what Ardesh said, if you have some difficulty in paying your fees or you need some financial help, don't hesitate to reach out to us. And as Mahawad already mentioned, the student aid fund is open for you guys. And for next semester, it will be exclusively open for the first years because this time you guys couldn't apply. So don't worry about that. Apart from that, if you guys have any difficulties, please reach out to your representatives or to us, and we'll find out a way. Yeah, and regarding Grammarly, once your institution login and your webmail is activated, all the webmails are registered onto Grammarly, and you have access to it till you graduate. So that will be arranged. Just wait for your official institute IDs to kick in, and then you can access all free features that are associated with the webmail ID. These range from Grammarly to CAD, etc. You can just check up all the free resources that you have access to on our college website, and you can make use of them effectively this lockdown.
Great.
Yeah. To the next question.
The person is selected once you have the stand for another question. No, no, no.
No.
When in the year will election happen for the class secretary?
Yeah, Arnesh, would you like to take that?
So
We can't see you now.
join, so there's 20% clarity. So so far we haven't much plan of conducting election for deputy secretary. Kamlesh, do we have any
Yeah,
plan
I'll
like?
yeah. So as Mohammed mentioned, all the representatives for the student council are elected democratically, and don't worry, you guys will also be given a chance to elect your representatives. And it usually happens a month or two once your class starts. So since it's starting for you from December, we'll be holding elections very shortly. Probably can expect in the month of Feb. Regarding your eligibility criteria for the usually it is there's a GPA restriction of 7.5. But since you guys are in your first years, there will be no any GP criteria. Just decent disciplinary conduct and nominations from your fellow classmates would do for you to make you eligible to contest the elections.
And make
And
sure that
also,
you settle in campus and observe a lot before you are electing, and not just for the sake of the post. It'll give you a lot of insights and learning.
and also you have to note that only you are given once a chance. If you are participated in first year elections, you can't able to participate in further student council elections. You know,
Jesus.
Uh,
question?
Suhail, I don't think I get a question, but if I can take a guess, what do you mean? What do you mean to ask that? What are the resources available for your institute mail ID, or like you want to know how do you want to access my Grammarly and MS Office?
Yeah, I guess he's
Okay.
asking how any other resources like you can access IEEE papers and other like
Yeah,
I think that's
so
what he asks.
other
I'm not
than
sure.
that, we have Coursera till last year. So there was a small discussion going on that. We'll renew it that also. So Coursera is another e-resource or any other online platform you can able to learn. So that is one another resource. So remaining like you have access to Adobe and AutoCAD and all those things you have access in. Once you return back to college, you have access in Octagon. So I don't think they are giving for every head.
Yeah, with our institute email, we can also access IEEE, Xavier Science Direct, Sprinter Link, and almost all of the science directs that, and we have subscription to all those resources.
If, I think if you guys want to know what all resources you can access using your instant mail ID, we'll put up a link and or a document which is helpful of all the resources. So that will should give you guys some more clarity. We'll be sharing that on WhatsApp. just once you guys are forming your groups. So you all of you can make use of that.
The campus will be have. So
Yeah,
I mean,
weather will
everyone
always be a difficulty for you.
actually,
inside the
can I?
campus, I'll take this. Inside the campus, so I am talking because I'm the only non-Tamil person here in this group. So inside the campus, it's pretty much English, the language that's used for communication. So you won't be facing a lot of language barriers. Everyone will be trying to learn how to communicate properly, and then you'll have a lot of diversity. People from north, south. It's going to be a lot of fun. And not going to be not going to be very difficult. If you talk about the weather, I think it's fine except for summers where I think that's all.
Octa, it's
Yeah. Octagon is the computer center. So usually when you guys, if you're in campus, for you guys to access the computer resources that are in campus, you'll be given a login ID using which you can use that to access all the e-resources that are available for our institute. But at the moment, when you guys are from your houses, your login or your Okta account will just be your roll number followed with at any.edu. That will be your credentials, and your password will be a combination of your blood group, date of birth, etc. It will all be circulated to you guys. Don't worry. Using that Okta ID and your webmail ID, you'll be able to log in to your institute mail ID and access all of the resources that are attached to it. For now, do not worry about it. All of it will be given to you. In fact, you'll be writing your end semesters if it's online, or that is the case for us using your Okta login ID only. So all of that will be given to you. It's just your roll number for that at the rate of NITT.edu. Not clear. Oh, you don't have to.
select courses in first year, video advanced.
I think he's asking
So,
about electives.
Okay,
uh,
electives. Arnesh,
so can yeah. So in first year you don't have any electives. It will be mostly generally institute requirement course, and you will be having at most one program core that will be coming. So it is mandatory. So you have nothing to choose any courses or nothing like that. So you have all mandatory courses, which is institute mostly institute requirement courses like physics, chemistry, mathematics, and humanities like that. So you don't have any elective or any other program courses to choose or not to choose, nothing like that.
in your later years, from your second year onwards,
Yeah,
you'll be given. I think Rahul can answer the electives that are offered to you, and each electives are from different departments and the process and all. Yeah, Rahul.
Yeah, so basically, you'll be given each elective from different department. You are not supposed to. There will be two sections, that is program elective and open elective. Basically, so program elective you'll be basically choosing it from your department, and open elective you'll be going for another department. Mostly, you'll be able to select three program elective on a usual, but you have to go for other department which you are interested in. And you can choose the open electives for the course. So,
From
huh?
Okay.
so
Yeah. So coming to the your loans for paying the fees. At the moment, we've spoken to the SBI branches and the Canada Bank branches that are near the institute. They have agreed to process your loans without the bona fide at the moment as an exception for this semester. We have requested them to consider that this exceptional time for me to make this exceptional request. So they will, if you tell them that you cannot avail the bona fide at the moment, they will still process your request. Coming to your fee section details, individual categorized fee would be upload on the college website. You can download it from that. So how that will be is it will have your each category will the amount you have to pay your institute fees and your hostel fees both will be segregated and it will be put up on the website. You just have to download it, self-attest it, and if you cannot access your bona fide, that won't be an issue. You can still send just your fee structure. If you guys want to use your bona fide, you can make use of the portal that's suggested by Maha. All the links will be sharing with you guys. You just have to log on to the portal and download your and get it on also.
Yeah, so once you guys are settled, we'll make sure that all the links of all the necessary portals are passed on. Is he stuck?
So I think this
Will we get summer holidays this year? Mostly not, I guess.
I mean,
So
you will get holidays, and you guys can use it for internships if you were willing to. It won't be like a very packed year, also. So don't worry about that much. We'll make sure that you guys get some time to at
yeah,
least do intern.
you'll get a minimum of at least 3 weeks, but you can't expect a 2 month gap to be sure.
And how to apply for clubs.
Sites
So
are
Yeah,
things.
hi. Okay, so basically, for clubs, it's mostly that each club head will send out their own induction posters through social media. I think we'll be showing you a list of all the clubs, like, and probably a couple of promos here and there from time to time. So whenever keep your eyes peeled, because mostly all of this will be conveyed through social media. So like once you know what clubs are there on campus, you can follow them online on social media or Instagram or something. Because and I guess like once you're into the college life, right? Like there'll be a lot of people sharing all this through WhatsApp or anything else. So it'll not be a big deal. Like you'll be able to find posters and all of that coming up, so you can join clubs then.
So physically college opening up. Basically like we are trying to open up for the final years and other stuff, groups which need to be in the college immediately. But mostly the college will be opening up once we get a proper clearance from MHRD. Once the proper sanitation is done, and if we get a clearing up, we'll be opening up soon. So we can wait for that. Or if somehow we get the vaccines 100% clearance soon enough, we'll be opening up.
so what is meant by credits?
Yeah,
So
so for each subject, it's basically the weightage that it adds on to your CGPA. So if it's a 3 credit course and you get a grade of say A, so it will add to your CGPA. I mean, the weight will be 3. So the maximum that you can go differs according to departments. So make sure that subject with more credits takes a lot of your importance, and it also takes. So if it's a 3 credit course, if it's a 4 credit course, that will take more hours of your study. So it's basically the weightage that's given to your CGPA and how much course content is there.
I paid whole fees when it okay. So you have paid a whole fees, that's what. So you will be given some period of time to submit your income certificate. So you also have to submit along
yeah.
your bank account details and all those things along with this income certificate. We'll be giving a period of time for that. So you have to submit all the documents at the time. So we'll be refunding the excess amount to your bank account. So that will be done shortly with
Yeah,
the
and
club.
as Arnesh said, even next semester, if you guys are not able to come is in a position to pay for the next semester fees, you can pay the reduced amount. And once you are able to verify that your income category is below 1 lakh, that amount will be considered. If not, then you have to pay the remaining amount. So we are very flexible when it comes to the payment of fees. Only for the first semester, when you guys are yet to be, get the official student of NITT, that time we are at least strict with the fees. After that, if there's any genuine situation of where you cannot pay the fees or when there's problem, any situation with the family, we usually take care of, we provide some exceptions to the students so that they can go ahead and not pay the fees also. Yeah. Yeah, Saichu, you want to take that?
Okay. Mostly all the club activities occur after the school. I mean, after the class hours. So usually your class will be what, from say 8:30 to 5 if you're on campus. So all the clubs activities happen the evening after 5:30 sometimes, and then people work all the way till 8:30 or 9. So it is entirely up. Once you come back to college, like there's no specific timing. It depends on the club, but most of the activities happen only in the evening. I hope
Best
I've
person to
answered.
ask the question of how to balance both is Sai Charan. He's from architecture, so they have the most hectic class schedules ever. But still, he's a part of the music troupe. I think the music troupe workouts are like very hectic. You guys have take guys practice like for 3-4 hours a day, and still he's able to manage both. So as we told you, it's not big of a deal. Even the club mates are very understanding. Like if you have some exams, you don't have to turn up for club meetings. If there's any work, you can always ask your friends to take up your work. So it'll be very chill. Do not worry about that.
Can we choose our
Yeah, you
hostel?
can actually choose your college, I mean, hostel and the roommates. So usually once the college reopen, okay, go ahead, Anish.
No,
Answer.
that thing actually, initially for the first year, you may or may not given chance to choose your roommates, but we can assure you that we can give the chance from second year. Uh, Choosing your, you can choose your hostel and you can choose your hostel, but roommates for the first year, you will not be given that chance. From second year onwards, you can have the chance.
Yeah. Okay. Coming about the scholarships. So for firstly, you can go and look at the scholarship portal that you've been this year. So once you enter your credentials and provide some basic details, the scholarship that you're eligible for will be listed out, and all you have to do is go ahead and apply for the same. The scholarship link will be provided in the chat box, or will make sure that you share it in the class groups. That if you want to apply for further scholarships, you can always look at the NSP portal provided by the government. It also works the same way. You enter your basic details, and it will show the list of scholarships that you're eligible for. That link also will be sharing on the groups. Apart from these two, there is a bunch of alumni scholarships, that is the recall scholarships. These are provided for the achieving students of every batch, and you can apply for the same. All these details will be shared on the WhatsApp groups, or we can put the links in the chat box also. And yeah, based on your needs, you can apply for any one of them. But you will be eligible for only one of these scholarships, and once you apply for one scholarship, that will make you ineligible for all the others. Books. Once the class
Once,
starts for yeah, we have
once your class
Kishore, the
starts,
technical.
your faculty will. Hi, Kishore. So once you class that, your
Hi.
faculty will recommend books that he or she uses and would want you to refer. And most of the books you can find the PDFs online, and you also have access to the PDFs of these books for free with your webmail ID. So don't worry about that. Or you can always connect with your seniors. You'll have peer supporters who will definitely help you in getting the course. I mean, the content that you would want to study from.
So, yeah, basically, a bona fide certificate is an document which is act as a proof that you belongs to this college and you are studying in NIT Trichy. So it will be verified by your HOD warden and from the dean side. So it is bona fide certificate. Should everyone get it? It's not mandatory to get it, but if you're availing any scholarship or any other fee reduction, something like that, if you're applying for any other exams, so you may require bona fide certificate. During that,
Competitions.
uh,
Yeah, it just proves that you're a student of this institute.
could you join more than one club?
Yeah, I think Kishore can take the question.
All right, cool. So this depends on the club itself, but majority of the clubs start the induction process towards the end of the first year. So you have basically 2 semesters to figure out which club you'll be a good fit in, and you can start your preparation as to improving your interest for that particular club. Majority of the clubs will have their own induction briefing. They'll have their own set of events where they talk about their own induction process and when it will take place. So there's not one specific point where all inductions of all the clubs start, but to have like a major common point will be towards your first summer. So that'll be at the end of your first year. Yeah.
I think there was one question before that. I think that was quickly scrolled through. Somebody asked if they can be a part of multiple clubs or if there's like a procedure to change clubs or something. You can be a part of as many clubs as you want. From personal experience, I think back in my second year, I was in like some 7 or 8 clubs, like which is mad. So like it depends on what like how you're balancing your time. If you can't balance your time, there's no point in you staying in a club. So it depends on the group of people you're with.
Okay, what are the functions of the student council? I think Maha had already mentioned of all the works we do, but if you still want to know more, Student Council, we take care of every aspect of students' life in the campus, from assisting from academics, allocating budget for the clubs, fests, and we actively coordinate all the club activities too. Then we also put forward new proposals that would improve life for students in campus, and then we also off campus, as Maha said, like we have done a bunch of stuff during the lockdown, going from digitalizing the campus, seeking feedback from previous years, and implementing them. Then we also hold informative sessions of eminent people and other authorized organizations benefiting the students. We also take care of the student aid fund and other scholarships. Basically, we act like a bridge between the institute administration and the students. You will also find a lot of activities taking place every week or every weekend, either online or if the next semester offline. And each of these activities are taken care and executed by the students, and it has to be informed to the student council. If it's a club activity, it is told to the secretaries, or if it's any activity in general, it's informed to the council. And we coordinate in making sure that we get prior permission for the same and etc.
Okay, I think I can take up the next one. So any research club in college. So again, it depends on your domain of interest. Again, you can perform research in any domain that you're currently in. But if you want the tag name alone, then we have a club named Spider, which is the official research and development club of NITT Trichy. But to be honest, every club does its own share of research. They do their own self-publications. So you don't have to be in a club to do research. It depends on your domain of interest. So let's say your domain of interest is robotics. You can always join RMI and you can explore your interest there. And if you can find a research opportunity there by yourself, then you can go ahead and publish papers. Yeah. Yeah. The next question.
That shouldn't be an issue. If you still have any problem, you can contact one of us and we'll tell you what steps you have to take. If you guys have any specific doubts, you can reach out to us personally and we'll make sure we'll help you out however we can. This shouldn't be a problem. If you still face any problem, you can contact any one of us. Oh, so we have a Harvey Specter here. Yeah, Kishore. What the club
Okay, so
is online. Yeah.
All right. So I think since the last March, we've been having a lot of activities online. The clubs are very well adapted to the online mode. I think better than the faculty itself. So even if you find your classes a bit rusty, I think your club activities will go on nevertheless. So with respect to tech clubs, talking from my point of view, a lot of work with respect to tech clubs still function the way they were functioning, even before the entire pandemic. And this is because they do a lot of remote work in general. So they just continue to do the remote work, and you will have a lot of workshops, again, everything online. Apart from the benefits of physical interaction, like meeting new people, everything else is good to go.
And that too, you guys can work on it and make sure. Yeah, Maha?
Yeah, I see a repeated comment which says students with new club ideas should be promoted to create one. That's already happening. Every year we do promote 4 or 5 clubs which we filter and register them as clubs. So don't worry about that. That's been very redundant.
Yeah, and this year, in fact, there have been 2 clubs that has come out new. Kishore and Saiji, you want to name them?
All right, cool. So we have one club that focuses on cognitive science. Again, they're going to perform as an official club for this year. Again, if you want to join all of these clubs, again, as I had mentioned, they will have their own induction procedure. They'll have their own briefings. They'll have their own workshops. Just stay tuned. Keep in touch with all the social media handles of student councils and other councils so that you get to know that these clubs exist and you can reach out to them personally. Yeah, so that was one new club which we initiated this year. It focused on cognitive science.
The one was on animal welfare. So it's to take care of the animals on campus. So we have like a lot of stray dogs and cows and birds and all of that on campus. So when any when any animal gets hurt or something, there are people to take care of it, mostly students.
Check your scholarship. Deepak, if you had not heard us before, you can go and log on to the scholarship portal and find out what all scholarships you're eligible for. If you want to know more, you can go check out the NSP portal by the Government of India. Apart from that, there are a bunch of alumni scholarships. All these details will be provided to you and shared onto the WhatsApp groups. The scholarship link will be sharing it to you also. I think his command is not asking us; he's forcing us to tell us.
Okay.
Your all of you guys are mandatorily have to mandatorily go to an internship at the end of your third years. So we also have a training and placement cell in our campus that takes that its job is to make sure that you guys get an intern through the institute. Your intern time is usually for the summer of the third year summer. If you guys are interested, you can further go ahead and do a research intern. Uh, that you can do, a lot of people do research intern abroad also. You can do it in we have a bunch of students doing it in Germany, Europe, in their own streams. It's even though it's most of the departments mandate that it has to be a core intern, you can still go ahead and do intern in whatever fields that interest you. You'll still be awarded marks for the same. If you guys don't satisfied not satisfied with the intern that the college is providing you through TNP, you can go reach out and seek your own intern outside.
I think Rahul now can answer this. Rahul now.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think now is the
okay.
person best who can answer this question.
Okay, there's it's not like old school and all. It's like still just that we have a proper curfew for girls at 9:30, and it's totally reasonable. And there's nothing like old school thought, and there's no question not. So don't keep those things in mind.
So yeah.
Yeah, one man. What more?
New things that you might face. One thing that
Okay. So
I
I
would suggest
think
to all of you guys is, yeah,
yeah, we
yeah,
can
Rishabh, go ahead.
recount our experience from what we've had so far. So with respect to online classes, it's very easy to just stray away from the class. You can just switch on your mobile data and you can just attend the class, even though you're not mentally present. You can just be there in the classroom. So that's very
But
prevalent, and it seems like a cool option. But at the end of the day, you'll have to attend the same kind of exams. You're going to face the brunt of it then. So it's better to take notes during your class hours, and especially there's a lot of new subjects that you'll be learning as a part of your engineering courses in the first year. So it's better to stay attentive. uh, One small tip is don't keep it to the last minute. Just even if you're not attending all the classes, make sure you attend majority of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and apart from the classrooms, all of you guys just take the extra step of reaching out to your classmates. Make sure that you guys have regular meeting sessions. You guys reach out to your seniors also, because one of the best things about staying in campus is that you guys have a classroom where you can see each other, and outside the classroom you have your seniors just right next to you, so you can interact with them, talk to them. But this time it's a little different. You guys have to take the initiative of bugging your mentors, bugging your seniors. All of you take initiatives to have regular meetings up with your own classmates, because the friends you make in your first years are stay with you throughout the entire college life. So just keep that in mind. And apart from academics, to make sure that you balance this also. Stand-up comedy club. Yeah, Saichu, you want to take that?
Okay, so there is no stand-up comedy club right now, but we do have a dramatics club that also focuses a little bit on stand-up comedy on the side. However, if you want to create a new club, you can apply. That's always there.
Uh, Webmail
mail
application.
app.
Uh, on your phone browser. Uh, I don't exactly get your question. If you want to use your webmail, you can always log on to any browser from your desktop also. If you're talking about an institute app, yes, we are working on an institute app that will provide you access to all the institute features on a mobile application that is being developed by the student clubs in campus, and hopefully we'll roll it out by the end of this year. No, you cannot change a branch in NITT. Yeah, yeah. Only Maha can answer that here.
Even Kamlesh can answer. You have 8 points.
Minimum hours self-study, how do I say this? If you're attending some class, then you do not really need to like study on your own. It's not like school. Things are like, I mean, profs give the materials right there in class. So it really depends upon how much learning you will need and how much grasping power you have. But you're not really like you don't really have to beat your head for an 8.5 plus CGPA. You just have to be consistent with your work, and that's all. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, and as Kishore said, just do it every day. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. The entire refund amount will not be provided, but most of the amount will be refunded. If you have any difficulties with respect to your admission cancellation, you can reach out to us and we'll help you in the process. But don't cancel admission.
Paying the fee.
Is that
Okay.
why he's
The
admission?
fees is set by MHRD, the tuition
It's
fees. That is okay. Go on. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's an understandable question. Yeah, because every year the fees has been like written at like the same for so many years, and apart for the last 5 years, we've been increasing it for 10 or by a percentage of 10 every year. That is because our institute is becoming independent. Before that, we used to get funding from HEFA, IFA, the central body. But over the years, according to new government rules, they want all central institutions to be independent. So to best fit to that, we've also started to collect our own resources and make us financially independent. That's the reason the fees has been increased every year. But from our end, we are making sure that we provide as much resource as possible to compensate for that. If you have any difficulties in paying the fees, you can reach out to us. But just saying the institute fees for IIT is around 1 lakh, so we're a little less compared to that.
So best strategy to have an all-around development at NITT. So from my side, I would say you have to take up the whatever the opportunity reaches you. So and you have to take it whatever the like all the opportunities you get, and you have to participate very actively. So that will be the best strategy to have an all-around development at NITT.
Yeah, because there's a lot of opportunities and you just have to go grab it. It's just right in front of you. There's a lot. You'll discover more.
I think given for internship.
Type Yes, you'll be given stipend for internship. It depends on the company or the institute you're working for. So our college is not exactly relevant to the kind of stipend you get from any college. But from our end, we'll make sure that if any company or university is offering an internship offer, they don't rescind the offer. So that kind of guarantee the institute will provide you. But apart from the things like stipend, duration, and all, it's all between you and the company you're doing the internship under. The course, yeah, the course registration for the new semester will start out soon. We guys will be sharing the
I
information on
think
the
it's
WhatsApp groups.
scheduled on December 10th, I guess. MI's registration.
Yeah.
Also,
Make sure that
just a
before that
general
you
note,
guys.
you have to register. Yeah, you'll have to register for courses every semester. So you have the entire decision apart from the mandatory and the institute requirement courses. You have your own freedom to choose open electives as well as program electives or minor courses. So you'll have to do it every semester. So you basically pick what subjects you want to learn for the next semester for the majority of it.
But even though you won't given that freedom in your first year, as Avnish said, in your upcoming years you can go ahead and do that. Do you have another question? Sports Fest. Okay. So the Sports Fest, every year we have the annual interdepartmental sports competition, that is the Sports Fest. It used to happen in the even semester. From the last year we've been doing it in the odd semester. So yeah, it will happen. Every department teams will send their own every sport team every year, and you can reach out to your seniors, and induction will happen for all the teams, and you can participate and get into the team. That will be a really fun process. So once it starts, we'll let you guys know. And coming to your official college team, yes, we have numerous sports teams. Each of them will be having their own orientation. If you guys are in campus, you'll be given a period of 1 month where all of you have to mandatorily participate in a sporting activity. And that time you can find out which sports team interests you, and you can apply for inductions for the same. For this semester, because you'll be doing it online, when you come back to campus, all sporting teams will be opening up for inductions, and you can apply for what team that interests you. And if the seniors or the captain is satisfied, they'll take you in.
So basically, it depends on professors how worth the notes is.
I mean,
Depends on
professors,
the
not
professor.
like they provide you with the notes. Some professors are strictly like they're strict that you have to take notes in the class, but others it'll be really up to you. So you can grasp what they say in the class. You can take your own notes for your convenience. There's no. notes provided to you, basically.
Yeah, it won't be like school though. You will have to, learn everything on your own. You have to show your own interest. But just put 10% of your efforts that you guys put for 12th standard, and you guys will be set for college.
That makes
Honors.
sense.
Okay, so honors will be
We are
provided
not
if you guys
eligible
have
to
a.
answer.
Only Maha can answer that. You guys honors are provided if you guys have CGPA of about 8.5. Only that's the only thing that when you graduate, you'll be told that you're an honor student. It won't be mentioned in your along with the degree. There'll be a separate transcript for your honor subjects. A transcript is a sheet that tells you the grades that you've got for all the subjects that you have taken. So that it will be mentioned you're a honor student. So even on convocation, it will be announced that the honor students will be called up separately. So there are quite a few perks of being an honor student.
Your degree will be basically BTech with honors. That'll be like throughout your life. And if you are planning to pursue something in your core subject, then it's going to help a lot because it gives a very good impression because it's not just going to be undergraduate in this so and so department. It'll be BTech with honors. So something to look out for, yeah.
Yeah. But you'll have to
So,
consistently get above 8.5 every semester.
And also you'll have to do extra courses. So that is the minimum requirement is to get 8.5 plus GPA in every semester. Apart from that, you should also do extra courses for you to get the honors degree.
minus and open electives. So
I mean, you
Yeah,
really
just go
don't
ahead.
have to worry about that, but a minor is basically it's a set of courses from a different department that you can pursue. So it will be a minimum of 5 courses. So once you complete those 5 courses, you'll get a minor in that department. Basically, you'll get a very good learning from whatever department that you're interested in. So if you want to study some courses from CSC or management, you can do that. Electives, whatever you're interested in, there'll be standalone subjects, individual subjects that you can study in every semester. So I don't think you really have to worry about that, but that's what it is.
Brand change, as we already mentioned, there's no brand change in NITT. Though for those guys who have taken a department and guys are not really sure if you're interested in the department that you have taken, do not worry. As we already mentioned in the orientation, there are a lot of clubs with varied domains that you can apply to. If you're in some non-circuitry domain or interested in doing coding or anything related to circuitry, there are clubs for the same. You can apply for those clubs and get into it and see how it looks like. If you're interested in your own core department, you can go ahead and contact your symposium heads or every club pertaining to your particular department. You can apply for the same. So do not worry about the kind of department that you have taken. You can always work on what interests you in college. No, we meant every semester there'll be a course registration.
It's 17 hours.
That is kind of the point of it. So you graduate with a honors degree, meaning you graduate with top of the class. So apart from that, there are other tags that you'll come across. If you get 8.5 plus CGPA at the end of it, you'll be a first class graduate student and all of that. So you don't need to worry about all of this. Honors is meant to be within the department. I think you'll get to know more about honors, open electives, and your minor courses in your further semesters because the first year you'll not have to pick any of them.
So, as I told already that we already have you have pre-decided courses, which is institute requirement courses. So you don't have to choose any courses. You have to just do the course registration. That's it. So you don't have to choose any courses.
Also, quick note, someone asked what is CGPA? CGPA is cumulative grade point average. It's a number that is given from 1 to 10. Obviously, I think it's just from 5 for us. So it's a number that says what kind of grade you've gotten. So apart from if you've studied in CBSE, then you would already be familiar with what CGPA is. It's the same in here. We'll follow a 10 scale CGPA.
Yeah, minus or across department. That's what you'll be doing a major program. That's what your degree is. And apart from your department, so say if I'm from ICE and if I want to do some gains in knowledge in computer science, then I can go for minus and I can complete 5 courses so that I can also gain a minus degree. So it is across department only you can do minus.
You cannot do a minor in your own department because then that will make the minor redundant. I thought it was
Okay, one
Anunesh.
more redundant question I see is what are the popular clubs in NIT Trichy? So again, there are well-established clubs and there are new clubs. There is none as such which is called popular. Every club looks at its own niche, so it might not have a lot of people interested in it, but they do a really good job with respect to what they are meant to do with respect to research as well as development or whatever they are known to do well for. So don't look at how popular they are in. Look at what skill set you want to learn before you join a particular club.
Yeah. And in your first year, just try to look at what every club is doing so you can find out what interests you. That will be your major task in your first year because most clubs won't be opening up for inductions right now. Just find out what each clubs are doing, follow them actively on all social pages, and then you'll get a good idea what club you want to join. A scooter. No, you cannot ride a bike in campus. We are a green campus. In fact, right from the hostel zone, even the faculties and the hostel staff are not allowed to bring their bikes. This was implemented from this year. Only green vehicles are allowed, and students cannot have the vehicles on their own. We have asked even the faculties not to use their cars inside the hostel zones. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
take this one. Yeah, so there is a new club that was started, I guess, I think 2 or 3 years back, which is solely dedicated towards MUNs. So I guess once you join that club, it's called Athenium. I think once you join there, they'll be able to guide you to take part in MUNs. I don't think it is international, but I think it is definitely around the colleges in South India at least.
Apart from this, if you want to go ahead
Although
and participate in some competition on your own,
yeah, so there are a few questions regarding BR. Okay, cool.
Sorry?
cool. Yeah, Saichu, you want to?
No. Wait, when will the BR regulations be explained? I'm not sure. I think it is mostly sent through the CRs. You'll be getting a document with all the courses that you'll be having across the period of 5 years. If there's anything, you can reach out to us and we'll be able to reach the people who will be able to expedite the process.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to make you understand. Make sure you guys bug your seniors and ask them for fundas. That is, have some briefing session with your seniors. They'll be taking the first step of reaching out to you. But make sure you take extra initiatives and contact them and find out all that you can from the seniors. Usually, especially in architecture, there's a very strong bond across the years. So their seniors will be guiding out on what you have to do and what are the steps that you have to take. So don't worry about that now. In Piyush, that won't be an issue. Even if you're not registered as long as you have registered for MIS, your name will be added. If it's not added to the class roll, you can contact us. We'll talk with MIS and see what can be done. Don't worry about it. That will be fixed. All you have to do is just join the class link, whether it's happening on Teams, WebEx, or whatever. Just join the classroom link, and you're good to go. I think we have one last question.
One more important question: how to get cycles in college? So once you are coming back to college, there will be cycles stalls and stalls for everything you want, all the necessities. So you don't have to buy any cycle from your home or something like that. You already have a stall inside the campus when you are joining hostels.
How's college? How different is the college academics from JEE preparation? It's very
College
it's
is
very
nothing
different,
but
guys.
academics. Yeah, so when you say college, it's a lot of things. So when you say you'll be part of a lot of clubs, you'll be part of a lot of fest organizing teams. So it's not just academics that come to your mind. So unlike JEE preparation, where it's only study, so it's going to be very different, the experience.
Yeah.
With respect to academics alone, as Kamlesh had previously mentioned, you wouldn't require as much effort that you had put into JEE to get into NITT. I think a little bit of that dedication constantly put in throughout your term in college would be good enough for you to get a really good GPA.
Yeah, the main difference would be, unlike in school, there'll be no one here to push you. You should be working on your own. You should have your own goals and work towards that. In school, there'll be someone to monitor you, someone to ask you how much you've got in this, how much you've got in that. But here, you're on your own. Especially when you come to hostel, there's no one to monitor you. So you'll have to be responsible for your own success and failure. but I don't think you'll be having a problem. At least from your DP, you should do well.
Although I can see a lot of questions which relate to your dressing, and I saw a question which said, "Can I have long hair in college?" We have no PT teachers in college. We don't have regulatory authorities. They give that responsibility to us. So basically, you should know the basic etiquettes to behave in campus and follow according to your ethics.
Yeah, just make
I
sure that you're
think
presentable. That's
I
what I
think
said.
there
There's no one to point at you in campus. You're on your own. Just remember in mind that you're a college student. You're a part of an elite institution, and just conduct yourself according to that. You should be good to go. Is there any gym in campus?
yeah, there is a gym
Guys,
in camp.
don't worry. Yeah, there's a gym. In fact, we are working on a new gym, and the AC installation is going on. Once you come back to campus, you can utilize that.
So regarding minus, you
Uh,
have to worry about after your first year. So nothing to worry about right now.
And
So
we'll
you
also be having
yeah,
a briefing on how to choose minors, how to complete your credits and stuff. So don't worry about that right now.
yeah.
I think that's all.
That's all. I think I can see a lot of questions regarding to academics. Guys, do not worry about the kind of courses that you have to take and everything. For your first year, all the courses you have to take are institute requirement. That means they are already selected for you. You just have to go join the class link and attend to the class. That's all you have to do in your first year. After that, as Maha said, we'll be having a separate orientation session to explain you about the kind of electives, minors, courses that you have to take. And depending on what interests you, you can go ahead and take it. So for now, just join the class links from Monday. Do well. Keep it in mind that you have to take a step of forming your own friends, reaching out to the seniors. That's the only thing you should be focusing on at the moment. Just follow all the social media pages actively to find out what each and every club is doing. Because unlike in college, there won't be any briefing sessions, or you don't have to be present physically. Everything is online. So it's up to you to find out what you can participate in, what all is happening in campus. So take that active interest, and all of you guys should be having a wonderful year or a wonderful semester, even though it's online. Don't let that stop you. Yeah, okay, Saichan, you want to go ahead and take that?
See, there are inter-NIT competitions specifically for sports, but as far as culturals is concerned, it just depends. Like it's mostly open for all colleges, so you can take part as an NIT Trichy student in colleges like Christ or Manipal or SRM or VIT or even NIT Calicut or any other thing. So there's no specific thing for culturals. I think there was another question if we can join more than one club. Yes, sure, you can, as long as you can manage your own time.
uh, I don't understand what you mean by orientation certificates. You mean your originals? If you're talking about original 10 certificate and 12 certificate, yes, they are collected by the institute and they'll be given to you once you graduate. Or if you need it for your passport, then on demand basis, we'll be giving out to the students. And guys, about the sports and all that, we have coaches for every sporting teams. Even for a gym, we have a personal coach. But as we told you, as we said here, it'll be majorly the seniors that will be guiding you, that will be providing you on what to work on, etc. Even if you come to the clubs or the sports teams, it'll be the captains and the seniors who will be mentoring you or monitoring you. Even for the sports, like they'll be the ones setting out the fields, setting out the plays and everything. So just stick with your seniors and find out as much as you can from them. I think Aryan is very interested in academics. Your CGPA or the GPA is what you get at the end of your semester. The CGPA is the cumulative one at the end of your entire 4 years. That will be your CGPA.
And it depends on the number of credits that you take in every semester. So if the number of credits you take is really high, then and you get a high GPA in that particular semester, then your CGPA is bound to have a larger bounds. Again, the formula in which you calculate CGPA and GPA, everything is present on the website. And even if not, as Kamlesh mentioned, contact your seniors. And I think you already have a bunch of mentors assigned by the orientation team. We have a lot of volunteers, so you can reach out to them as well. So the best people to ask these questions to is your department seniors or any senior from that particular club that you're looking to join. Or you can also reach out to us at any point of time.
Yeah, and just adding on to that, just remember, because it's a CGPA, whatever your GPA you get in the first year will make a lot of impact. So guys, I know all of you would have prepared very hard during 12th standard, and when you come to college, there's this tendency to, just chill out and take a break for the first year. But just be careful. Make sure that you up your CGPA in your first year, and over the rest of the year, will just add on to your existing CGPA. So don't be very chill out in your first year, okay? Because that's how CGPA works. It's the cumulative of all the 4 years, and the credits you have in the first year is like kind of the maximum. So that will carry the maximum weightage in your CGPA. Okay. I think we'll end that.
Yeah, I think we'll wind up. We don't have any questions.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
I hope most of your queries were cleared, and you can also contact the student council via the Instagram page if you still have any unanswered questions. And be sure to register to MS Teams with the webmail which you need for attending the classes. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and be sure to check out the orientation app, which is available on the Play Store for regular updates and better features. And we have exciting guest lectures and pro shows coming up, so don't forget to watch that as well. Stay safe, take care, and this is Nishant signing off from the orientation team.